Hello friends, Learners Hub Vellore welcomes you to the second part of the lesson, Sectors of Indian Economy. Let us start the lesson. In this session, you'll be seeing comparing three sectors, how to count goods and services and know the total production in each sector, and GDP. Historical change in sectors, primary, secondary and tertiary sectors in India. How to count goods and services and know the total production in each sector. All three sectors have large number of people working in them to produce these goods and services. Economists suggest that the value of goods and services should be used rather than adding up the actual numbers. To take an example, if 10,000 kg of wheat is sold at 8 per kg, the value of wheat will be rupees 80,000. The value of 5,000 coconuts at 10 per coconut will be 50,000 rupees. Every good that is produced and sold need not be counted. Take an example of a biscuit company. Here, a farmer sells wheat to a flour mill at rupees 8 per kg. The mill grinds the wheat and sells the flour to the biscuit company for rupees 10 per kg. So here, the first input to the biscuit company will be wheat flour, that is 10 per kg. So here wheat is not coming, wheat flour is coming. The biscuit company uses flour, sugar and oil to make packets of biscuits. It sells biscuits to the consumers for rupees 60. That is 15 per packet. So biscuits are the final goods. Goods that reach to the consumers are the biscuits here. The value of the final good is to be taken for calculation. So biscuit we will take how many biscuit packets were sold. So I think you understand the value of the final good will be taken and not all the intermediate goods. Wheat is not taken. Wheat, flour, oil, and what else did he use? Wheat, flour, oil and sugar. So these three things we are not going to take. We are just going to take the final good, that is the biscuit. That's all. Now coming to GDP, what is GDP? Gross Domestic Product. Gross Domestic Product. The value of final goods and services produced in each sector during a particular year provides the total production of the sector for that year. The sum of production in these three sectors gives GDP of the country. The value of all final goods and services produced within a country during a particular year. GDP shows how big the economy is. In India, the task of measuring GDP is undertaken by the central government ministry. When we see the historical change in sectors, in developed countries, at initial stages, primary sector was most important. Now, as and how the farming changed, agriculture began to prosper, it produced more food, so started giving people the jobs like craft person, traders and transporters, they started coming up. Since 100 years, because of new methods of manufacturing, factories started expanding. People who earlier worked on farms now work in factories in large numbers. So this is what we have seen in the lesson, age of industrialization in history. They were forced to work under industries. People began to use goods that were produced in factories at cheaper rates. Secondary sector slowly became the most important in total production and employment. In the past 100 years, there has been a shift from secondary to tertiary in developed countries. The service sector has become the most important in terms of total production. Most of the working people are employed in the service sector. I think you do understand this is the lockdown time because of coronavirus. Now we understand how important each sector is. The tertiary sector is very, very important here. Now you can see the graph which is there. It is there in the book also. GDP which is shared in crores. How much? So you see the blue color in both the bar graphs. Blue color in both the bar graphs shows you primary. Red color shows you secondary. And the yellow color shows you tertiary. So here in 73-74, you can see the GDP is very much less for all three sectors. Whereas when you compare and see from 2013 to 14, primary sector has made little improvement. Little more improvement is seen in secondary, and final improvement in tertiary is too high. We can see that. So GDP share in rupees in crores, we can see that tertiary sector has given more. The primary, secondary, and tertiary sectors in India over the 40 years between 73 to 74 and 13 to 14, while production in all three sectors has increased, it has increased most in the tertiary sector. We can see it in the graph as it is. It has increased most in the tertiary sector only. In 13-14, the tertiary sector has emerged as the largest producing sector in India, replacing the primary sector. With this, we have come to the end of the session. Thank you, children. Enjoy learning and keep visiting. Thank you.